This segment brought to you by Boning Ultra Mag Crossbow Accessories. Easton, expect the best. Luminoc Lighted Arrow Nocks. Shooting the X, for hunters by hunters. 10 Point, there is no substitute. True Glow, when brightness counts.
Well, as you can see, I just put the shot on a look like a pretty good 8-point for this area. It is 9:30, October 29th, I believe, and it's snowing, as you can see here, which is unusual for southwest Pennsylvania. But I rattled this buck in. I seen a deer down over the hill and couldn't tell what it was, and I did a little rattling sequence, and he come up about 15 minutes later and gave me a perfect 15-yard shot. And he's a decent buck for this area, not a huge buck, but it's been slow for me this year. We got about 2 weeks to go in the season, and I got some doe tags yet, so I'll still be hunting. So we're gonna get down here and go take a look, see what the arrow looks like, and see if we can find this deer in a little bit for you guys on Crossbow Magazine.
This segment brought to you by
Hunting the ridge is a mindset that fuels the hunter inside you. It toughens you when the elements test your resolve. Yet you keep coming back, because what drives you is the satisfaction you get from just being there. Wicked Ridge Crossbows by 10 Point.
I wouldn't shoot just any vein, and neither should you.
Choose the vein that's dropped more jaws,
hung more trophies,
convinced more skeptics,
and provided more big silly grins
than all the knockoff,
wannabe, copycat veins combined.
The Blazer vein, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Outperformed them all.
Shoot Boning Blazer veins.
This ain't no 9 to 5. This is where the real work begins. Arm yourself accordingly. 10 Point. There is no substitute.
Well, we made it down and found some good sign here about 30 yards from where I shot him at. As you can see, shooting the ABC Sonics. And grab my bow. There he is. It's always good to see a white belly. Let's go up and see what we got. Well, here he is. Nice Pennsylvania 8-point. Not a huge buck, but pretty representative for this area. And, probably 2.5-year-old, which is, for this part of PA, is about the average buck that we get. So I couldn't pass up the shot. Perfect 15-yard shot, which you saw. A nice buck. Well guys, here we are. It's October 29th, southwestern Pennsylvania. You can see it's snowing, and you saw from the footage, made a perfect shot on this guy at about 15 yards. We finally got him drug out of the vines for you. Nice 2.5-year-old buck. Not a huge one, but a nice representative for the area. So I couldn't pass him up. There's about 2 weeks to go in the season. I got a couple doe tags left, but I seen this buck down over the hill. Couldn't tell if it was a buck or doe. He was acting like a buck, and gave a little rattling sequence when he disappeared. Waited about 20 minutes, didn't see anything. Gave another little rattling sequence, and here he came on a string. As you saw, he walked right in 15 yards, made a good shot on him. He went about 80 yards, and we got a nice quick recovery. Couldn't be happier. He's a nice buck for Pennsylvania. 10-point stealth did its job. Thanks for watching Crossbow Magazine.
This segment brought to you by Boning Ultra Mag Crossbow Accessories, Easton, expect the best, Luminoc Lighted Arrow Nocks, Shooting the X, for hunters, by hunters. 10-point, there is no substitute. True Glow, when brightness counts.